is such a beautiful time of year. Although I'm a spring and summer lover myself, there is something nice about the fresh, crisp air and just trying some new things in your home. I know it might be a little early for some of you, but today we're going to dive into fall decorating tips, starting with one of my all-time favorites. Add a little bit of cozy comfort with some beautiful, sumptuous fall-inspired throw pillows. There are so many different styles. You can DIY your own, you can thrift and find some cool fabric and sew your own, but you can also find some great deals coming up in the stores. As long as you're looking for something in that autumnal palette, maybe something oversized and stuffed and fluffy, making you want to kind of cozy into your space. Look for soft fabrics that have texture and incorporating again those autumnal vibes, which we'll talk about a lot more. Think terracotta, olive, all of those beautiful fall tones. Don't go overboard. We've talked about that on this channel before. If you have so many throw pillows on your sofa or bed that it precludes sitting or sleeping, then you might want to scale back just a little bit, you know, out of love for your family members. But switching out your linen or lightweight summer textiles for something more fall inspired, think autumnal palette, something with a woven texture, maybe that sweater vibe, can really make your home feel ready for fall. There are so many great options right now. I saw a lot of different throw blanket options at HomeGoods, although I must say the throw pillow section for fall did leave something to be desired. To each their own. If you love that sort of kitschy, spooky season stuff, I'm not going to hate on you. Do what you like, it's your home. But personally for me, I just find it a little cheesy. So I'd rather go for things in solid colors or maybe a very, very subtle print. I love hand woven textiles, vintage textiles made into pillows. I recently found this beautiful piece at one of my favorite local antique shops. So even searching Etsy for vintage Turkish textiles and pillows can really transform your space. And luckily enough for us, a ton of them already come in this autumnal color palette. So definitely invest in a few choice fall inspired throw pillows. Blankets, I swear you can find just about anywhere. HomeGoods had a lot of great ones. I feel like Pottery Barn always has great fall stuff. When you're displaying these items though, don't just feel like you have to like layer everything onto your furniture. Sometimes when you have too many pillows, it can preclude seating in the area, which isn't very friendly to guests. So try displaying your extra autumnal cozy throw pillows and blankets in a large basket. You can find these at Target. The Studio McGee collection has a ton of great baskets that look so designer. I love to look for them at my local Goodwill thrift store. I found so many fabulous baskets of all sizes for organizing and at a steal price-wise, so how can you go wrong there? Hey, we need to talk. As much as I'd like to think that transitioning into fall is all about beautifying the home, it means a lot of different things to different people. We're heading back to school, changing routines, the weather is changing, the level of sunlight in the day is changing. There's so many things that I love about fall. I love the crisp air, but let's be honest, it can be a very stressful time leading into the holidays. One thing that I know for sure is talking about my feelings and having a little bit of time to reflect with somebody a little bit outside of my regular circle just helps me to set goals and continue to better myself. And that's why today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. If you think you might be feeling depressed, stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, today's sponsor, BetterHelp, is here to help you. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists that are trained to listen and help you. Talk to your therapist in a private, online environment at your convenience. There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapists network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with a therapist in as little as 48 hours. Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions, plus you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is completely confidential. One thing I love about BetterHelp is you can request a different therapist at any time, no extra fees. You just instantly message them and they get right on finding you a new therapist that better fits your needs. They even send you a little questionnaire to figure out why the previous therapist didn't work out, so they can really hone in on who is going to be the right partner for you. Get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com. That's betterhelp.com/LindsayLiving. Also linked down below in the description box. Thank you so much to BetterHelp. Now on with the fall decorating. Now that you've added a little sort of fluffy, cozy texture, think about the other senses and try layering in some warm fall scents, tastes, and different ways that you can incorporate that fall feeling into your home. One way that we do it is by making our own candles. I've shared on my Instagram and I think here and there on this channel how we make our own candles. It is so much fun. We get all of the supplies from this company called Candle Science. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, but give me a call, Candle Science. I'll leave the link for everything I talk about down in the description box for this video, but making your own candles can save you a ton of money. It can be a fun little home date night, kind of fun activity to do together, and you can make any scent that you want. You can combine your own essential oils, but we just buy a lot of this pre-made scents from Candle Science, and it's so much fun. Some of our favorites are like banana nut bread and coffee house, so it's really fun. Pumpkin spice. We also have this winter green one that's like tree scent, which we love, but also don't forget about fall flavors. We love our Smeg espresso machine. It is probably our one of our favorite things in this whole house. We use it constantly. We love our iced coconut lattes in the summer, but we just ordered a bunch of new flavors for the fall season. So think salted caramel and pumpkin pie. When we're sitting and enjoying our fall inspired home, we can also sip the flavor, smell the scents, and feel the fall. Feel the autumnal vibes. Seriously, how many times am I gonna say autumnal vibes in one video? Maybe many times. One of my favorite ways to refresh any space is by hanging new artwork. You can do this very simply by combing your own collection for pieces that have that autumnal color palette. So think deep browns and tans, warm colors, ochres, ruby reds, or even olive greens and terracotta. There are so many beautiful fall-leaning color stories. If you have stuff like that in your collection already, move them around, feature them in your home more. If there's a spot in your entry where you walk by every morning, that's a great place to put something that's gonna set the tone for your home. I also think switching up the artwork in a bathroom is a very, very quick way to completely change things. I have so many renovation plans for our bathroom coming up, but haven't gotten to it yet. So right now it's pretty much a white box. I can easily change out the little picture in the frame that's in there, change some other things in the room like books and styling that I have on the shelf that I put up above the commode, and instantly we'll have some more fall vibes in that room. You don't have to be an artist to switch out your artwork. You don't have to already have some extensive collection. Most people don't. I would highly recommend that you start an art collection with pieces that mean something to you. By the way, price has nothing to do with meaningfulness in the art world. It doesn't have to be expensive to be amazing. Don't forget Etsy. There's a ton of sellers, artists, fine artists, photographers selling digital prints. You can easily print them at a local print shop and instantly you'll have new artwork. I love to source frames. I'll insert a little quick shot of all of the brass frames I've been searching for and collecting lately. I'm gonna do a little bit of rub and buff DIY on them to make them feel a little bit more cohesive since there's a little bit of variety in the gold tone in each one. I'm really looking for that French style, very historical, time-worn, not perfect. I really don't even mind if they have a little bit of damage to them. It just shows that sort of character, history, and age that I love in home decor items. And they're all vintage or thrifted, and they were all so inexpensive. I can go ahead and cut my own mats if I want. There's a ton of different sets to do that you can easily order on Amazon, which I'm thinking about doing for an upcoming little thrift flip DIY video. And then you can purchase the perfect collection of photography or paintings, vintage even, to put in those frames, and then you'll have that autumnal moody vibe. I think moody is the word for autumn 2022. It really says a lot about the direction I'm seeing a lot of designers going in, using darker walls, dark floral wallpaper, dark academia is continuing. It's been really interesting to see so many people embracing natural wood tones, which is very autumnal in nature, going a little bit of rustic, perhaps. Next, of course, play with fall florals. It is so fun, whether you're going for real or faux florals, even cutting branches off your trees outside to create some new and interesting color palettes, add a little bit of spice. I love some of the faux florals out in stores right now. You can find a lot of different sizes, shapes, colors, tones. Combine a mixture of real florals from even just my local grocery store, faux florals that I found at Michael's and other craft stores, throwing in some pine cones. It's really fun to layer in different little books, candles, dripping wax. There's a lot of fun things that you can do that aren't just spooky season. We'll get there, we'll get there. Just really more leaning into that fall, like I said, that moody, dark academia vibe with some little punches of color in the fall florals. Next tip, rug swap. Whether you're swapping rugs from one room to another, which I am very tempted to do. I just want to see what some of these rugs look like in other rooms, you guys. I really think that, you know, we could do a little bit of swappage. That might be coming up soon. Or if you don't really have that in your mindset, maybe looking for an affordable rug to kind of jump in and be your fall, grounding the room, tone setter, if you will. I feel like your floor just instantly will change the rest of your home. And one of my favorite lines is this Leloy Amber Lewis collection. I'm obsessed with some of these rugs. I also love the Leloy Chris Loves Julia collection collaboration. There are so many beautiful vintage leaning styles. They're super pet friendly. They're super affordable, and you can get them in a wide variety of sizes, and the quality level for the price is beyond. I'll pop down a couple links of my favorite ones in the description box down below. This one is currently in the dining room. I love the olive color story, and honestly, I'm thinking about moving it somewhere else in the house. I really feel like it would be best served probably in our guest room, but even in our bedroom, it would, yeah, it's just one of those rugs I think that could look good anywhere. Try adding some warm color and texture to your bedding. We have a very neutral set of bedding that I got at Crate & Barrel as sort of the baseline bedding for us. That way we could layer in different like pillowcases, throw pillows, throw blankets for a quick, easy look change without completely changing all of our bedding. I am still using our white, I believe they're hemp sheets, and still using our grayish, beigeish, greyish duvet set, but I just on our honeymoon found these insane, beautiful hand-dyed silk pillowcases. I had to snap them up. Travis and I both were like, this is so luxurious on the face. I've heard so many great things about switching to silk. It can be great for your hair, your skin. It doesn't hold on to bacteria in the way that cotton or any other real fabrics do. So far, we are loving them. Beyond just the comfortability level, of course, functionality is the most important thing with bedding. They are aesthetically so beautiful. As I mentioned, we bought them in Honolulu on Kauai from an independent seller who's working out of a shop there in Honolulu. There's a beautiful outdoor shopping center that she was selling clothing and lots of different pieces. I love that they're not exactly the same. I love that they're this autumnal palette with this sort of beautiful warm ochre, and there's a real warmth that's added just by changing out those two pillowcases. Think about different ways that you can do that with throw pillows, maybe switching out shams, a duvet if you really want to, or adding a new sheet set in a different color. I personally love solids, but a really small print can also look really great when layered over solids, or even adding sort of throw blankets at the end of the bed. We love this waffle weave one that I found from the Leanne Ford collection at Crate & Barrel. Anything with texture and a little bit of warmth in the color tone is going to help your whole bedroom lean more fall. Don't forget what greets guests when they come to your home and fallify, autumnify your front porch. I think it was last year that I made the fall porch makeover video, and I'm already planning an update. I had so much fun sourcing plants for that makeover, but there's so much more that we want to do. Honestly, that might even spiral itself into a whole front yard multi-part series because there's so much that we're going to do out there coming up with our garden beds, brick border. We're going to do a retaining wall. We ordered hundreds of bulbs. The porch itself just needs a little bit of updating, a little bit of a fall wreath, more fall florals. There's just so much to do. I think the first step is going to be update your doormat. If it's old and crusty, it's a great time to just find something cute, new and special, and like maybe a little fall cheer. Potted plants around your door, no matter what's going on, if you're in a rental or if you own your home, container gardening is always easiest and instantly creates a pop of color, whatever you're looking to add in the space. A wreath, you can always generally put a wreath on a door, and finding one or making one or purchasing a live one can really make your whole space feel welcoming. And if you're really crazy for spooky season, we'll be adding some twinkle lights. I'm thinking about adding some twinkle lights. I can't wait for spooky season. If you're planning any little gatherings for dinner, try using black plates in your table settings. I really love this set that we got from CB2. I got them around the holidays. They were marked down. So beautiful. They have a little subtle texture to them. Layered over our white basic plates from West Elm, they add a little bit of moody texture. I can add in some brass napkin rings, some autumnal fabric in the napkins, maybe even some amber glass for the glassware, and of course our fall florals, tablecloth that adds a little bit more of that autumnal color palette. There's so many fun things that you can do to update a table setting without going crazy and breaking the bank. Most of the things used in this example I already had, and a few things I sourced like new florals. Whenever I make these seasonal update videos, I get a handful of comments that are like, do we have to change our entire home every single season to feel like we're in style? And isn't this the style community making us feel terrible about our homes? Wow. If that's you, just let's stop and take a breather and just remember that you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Nobody is going to make you fallify your home. And if you're not a seasonal decorator, that is totally fine. I kind of ebb and flow a little bit with seasonal decor. I don't do a lot of this sort of kitschy in your face word art, cartoon pillow, for every single holiday. It just personally isn't me. If that's you, more power to you. I kind of like things that last a little bit more throughout the season instead of just for a specific holiday usually. Almost like a capsule wardrobe, but for your home decor, that you can subtly make shifts throughout the seasons, refresh your home throughout the year, gives you that fresh feeling in your home as you can just change simple things like a couple of pillow covers and maybe toss out a fluffier, blanket to snuggle with, and maybe changing out an area rug or just trading area rugs from your bedroom to your living room. There's a lot of simple things that you can do to make your space feel fresh that please you. It's not about pleasing anybody else. It's just about doing what's going to make you feel good in your home. If you're looking forward to doing some fall updates, but maybe you're not sure which direction you should go, try watching this playlist of all of my design style videos. I am working on a little series here where I'm walking you through all the steps and key elements to find your personal style so that you can define the direction of your decor. So take a look at that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends. Thanks so much for watching. I missed you. I missed you so much. See you in the next one.